For today's Cyber CEO episode,
he's the kind of person that always wants to just go ahead and do more than is expected. That really helps. He's constantly looking for ways to help out, even if it's stuff that I don't even ask. But if he sees something that is necessary or a good idea, he'll run that by me and see if that's something that I want to go ahead and implement, which is super cool. Everything that he does allows us to help clients and provide a level of service that people will be happy with. And more so than anything is just that I'm super proud of him, and I'm very grateful that I am in business and privileged to be in business with him.
welcome to Cyber CEO, wherein we talk about how our cyberbackers helped our cyber CEOs take their businesses to the next level. Cyber CEO is powered by Cyberbacker, the world's leading provider of admin support services from anywhere in the world to anyone in the world. Please visit our website www.cyberbacker.com for more details. Another awesome day here at Cyberbacker. My name is Jello. We're back with another episode of Cyber CEO. And of course, we have a very special guest on the show. Victor, how are you doing today?
Doing amazing.
All right, that's good to know. And we're very, very excited to have you on the show. I know you're very busy. Really appreciate the time. Now, to start things off, to let you know, we have a lot of listeners who are business owners, just like yourself. So I need your help here. Can you tell us something about yourself and your business, Victor?
Yeah, so I've been a realtor for 19 years, and now I run a team of about 8 agents, and we needed some help. We already had a couple of admins, but then I heard about Cyberbacker, so I decided to look into it. And obviously with the help, being that we were a little short, we said, let's go ahead and try Cyberbacker. But I'm in the Austin real estate market, and it's been moving fairly fast. So we needed as much help as possible.
Gotcha. So how were you introduced to Cyberbacker? Who told you about us anyway?
So I was at a real estate conference, and then I saw like these little robots, I guess, on wheels with a what is it, iPad face. And people were just like saying, hello, how are you? And then it just caught my attention. So then I had that conversation there, but somebody had already told me about him. And then I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So then I just started chatting with someone there, filled out some information, and then somebody called me like a couple days later.
Oh, okay. So in the conference where you saw Cyberbacker. Now, talk to me more then about your experience so far. Working with your Cyberbacker. How's everything been going?
Everything's been going great. Of course, at first it took a little while for him to get the groove of things, just because it takes time, right, for people to learn, especially if it's a new industry and so forth. But the main thing for me is that he's the kind of person that always wants to just go ahead and do more than is expected. So do more than it's expected. And that really helps. He's constantly looking for ways to help out, even if it's stuff that I don't even ask. But if he sees something that is necessary or a good idea, he'll run that by me and see if that's something that I want to go ahead and implement, which is super cool.
So really, it's been a great partnership so far between you and your Mac, your Cyberbacker. How long have you been working together?
It's a year already.
A year now working with your Cyberbacker. Now, talk to me more about Mac then, your Cyberbacker. Talk to me about tasks. What are the things that you needed help with? That's why you partnered with Mac, your Cyberbacker.
Yeah. So one of the things that I really like that he helps with is I showed him how to run statistics. Every single week I get statistics of what's happening. And so Austin is the main city. And then there's cities around it that are connected, the suburbs. And so he runs statistics every single week. So whenever I go and meet a client, I'm like, look, I have the statistics every week. Who do you, out of the other agents you're thinking about hiring, who else studies the market like I do? So he helps me with that. I also do YouTube videos. So he pulls information for me so that I can go ahead and do my content so I can update people what's going on with the real estate market in Austin. Also, he helps me keep track of all the checks from all the from all the agents, and making sure that I keep better track of my books. So that's been extremely helpful. And then also like whenever, I'm out and about and he's already off his schedule, I'll just send him information on things that I need reminders on for the next day. And then in the morning, like at 7:15, at 7:45 when he starts, like 5 minutes later, I already have a list of all the things that I need to do for that day, which is super, super helpful. Also, like he'll attend certain classes for me and he'll do like summaries. So he'll take notes and do summaries of the info. And then sometimes, if possible, recording the information. So that way, if I want to go back to it, I can. So it saves me a lot of time. And I mean, he does other things as well, but those are the main things. Obviously, if I'm like out showing homes or out with clients or whatever, if I need something to be checked on, like on the MLS to see if the property is vacant or whatever, like he'll go ahead and pull that information for me as well. Another thing that's been very helpful, I've always had a hard time of staying in touch with my clients. So now I got very organized. He helped me with my CRM. So now we've organized it very well. I still have some information that I'm missing on a couple of people, but we're getting closer and closer to just having all the information that we need. We also send not handwritten notes, but actual letters that are typed, and he goes into the platform, types it up. I just text him what to say and he'll do all that for me, which is super helpful.
So he's basically almost everywhere in your business now, almost.
Almost everywhere.
Now, obviously, Max is still going to grow with you. It's only been a year that you've been working together. He's going to want to do more for the business to help it grow. Now, talking about that, what are some of the new things that you got planned for him to do? Let's say within the next few months from today.
Yeah, one thing that I want him to do is actually start getting a little bit more familiar with like AI and see how we can use AI to help our business. So whether it's improving images for listings or flyers that are created. Another cool thing that he's helping with that I forgot, he uses ChatGPT to improve our description of our properties. And my God, they're like super awesome. And the cool thing is I don't have to go in there and type it in. Like I'll be like, hey, these are the bullet points of this property. And then he goes in and then sends me back that information, which is super cool. But I want him to, continue to learn how AI can help our team. So that's probably going to be the next thing that he's going to be working on.
That's going to be very exciting, of course. More things for him to do, more opportunities to grow. Now, more about the partnership that you have with your Cyberbacker. It's been a year that you've been working together. What tips can you give our listeners on how to create a successful partnership with someone who's virtual?
Have clear expectations. Have an open line of communication. I think having mutual respect is critical. I'll tell you one thing that he mentioned is that he never thought that I would call him sir. And how I am so respectful and how everybody on the team is so respectful to him. Mm-hmm. And I think that matters a lot. And I think that when you value people, it's something that we all enjoy when someone's respectful with us. So I will tell you that that's one thing that I would recommend that anybody that's getting a Cyberbacker, for them to just remember the human aspect of things and how courtesy and the willingness to be a team is so critical. So I also give him the freedom to think for himself. And I'll be like, hey, if there's ideas that you think about, if there's something that I'm doing that you think it could be improved, let me know, because I'm not going to get offended. At the end of the day, the goal is to get better. And I don't know what I am unaware of. And therefore, sometimes it takes someone seeing it from a different angle in order for me to be able to grow. So if anything, I would say that is critical. And then also, just making sure that when you interview, you try and get like a connection beyond the typical standard answers that people give when they go to an interview.
So get a feel of who that Cyberbacker really is then during the interview as well, finding that perfect match. And also after that, once you're working together, the mutual respect, the courtesy that you mentioned. I think that's very, very important, right?
Yeah. Definitely.
Now, another thing that you mentioned earlier was open line of communication. How crucial is that in a partnership like this, a virtual one?
It's critical. I mean, we get on We get on Zoom calls, not super frequently, but at least once every 2 weeks. And then I get on the phone with him as well. Sometimes when I'm out driving to go meet a client, like I'll have an extra 15, 20 minutes and I'll just give him a call and see how things are going for work, but also on the personal front as well. Because, just like we do outside of business, we have a personal life. So I like to know people that are in my organization beyond the surface. And that's critical because at the end of the day, if I don't understand what that person's goals are and what that person is about, I can't really lead them because I don't know what moves them.
Absolutely agree with you there, 100%. Now, one last thing for sure. Once we have this online, Mac's gonna be able to listen and watch this. So I was wondering, do you have any special messages or a quick shout out you'd like to give out to Mac?
Well, I mean, just the fact that I'm super proud of him and I'm very grateful that I am in business with him because, everything that he does allows us to help clients and, provide a level of service that people will be happy with and understanding that it's not just a transaction, but it's a human on the other side that is expecting certain things to happen. So more so than anything is just that I'm grateful to be in business and privileged to be in business with him.
Now, we're very excited to see the continued growth and, of course, a continued success of this partnership all throughout the years. And again, Victor, thank you very much for dropping by today. I had fun talking to you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening to our daily dose of Cyber CEO. Stay tuned to know more about how Cyberbacker creates a difference in this digital time and age. You can visit our website www.cyberbacker.com and follow our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Spotify.